its role at optimal levels to ensure that we intervene in that space, and of course we'll be seeking the support of yourself and your attorney general. And then, just ensure that the rule of law is respected, that the rights of our individuals and our citizens are not trampled upon. Your Excellency, you wear two hats, Governor of Ekiti, and you're also Chairman of the Governance Forum. So at that level, Your Excellency, I'm hoping that the NBA will also be able to partner with the NGF to ensure that we build capacity, we strengthen institutions. We strengthen institutions across the board. And you can be sure that you will find a willing partner, and not just a willing partner, an effective partner in the NBA under my watch. I have not. So that is something that's at the front, and I have been told that we'll have to deal with it immediately. So I'm asking up front for your assistance in this regard. So, Your Excellency, I thank you for the opportunity. There's a whole lot more to talk about, but I know that we don't have that much time. But I must say, particularly thanks to Ekiti State and to the lawyers who are here, I want to report to you, sir, that there was no secret, no secret at all, that I ran an election where the other two presidential candidates were from Ekiti State. But I received the support of Ekiti lawyers, but beyond the support was the civility and the fact that irrespective of where I came from, I continue to be welcome here. And that is a Nigeria that we hope and pray for, and at least as lawyers we're leading the way as an Ekiti State is showing by the example, showing that example. Thank you, Excellency. We are most grateful, and thank you.
The Joint Secretary-elect and other members of the delegation. It's really a delight to welcome you back to Ekiti. Ekiti is your home. When you are here, your apartheid does not have K. When you're out of there, you can add the K. But really, congratulations for a well-fought election. All Nigerians somehow have been drawn to the by-elections for a variety of reasons. Most importantly, because many of us look forward to the dynamism of youth and fresh ideas that you are bound to bring to the table as the president of the Nigerian Bar Association. And for those of us who also have had the privilege of knowing you for some time way before you decided, I don't know whether wisely or foolishly, to go into the political realm, but I think it's more wisely than foolishly. Have no doubt that your tenure is going to witness transformation in very many areas. Clearly, in the election, I'm not a lawyer, so I have no skin in the game, as they say. But I have two distinguished leaders of the bar from my state in the race, who also happen to be quite close to me. So I was caught between and betwixt, and I just felt, well, the lawyers will decide this, and whichever way they decide, we're happy to line behind the winner. So let me assure you of not just the cooperation of the government, but also the cooperation of the Nigerian Governance Forum. I know that in this position there are many issues that you will have to deal with. One of the issues we've been grappling with, which would be of interest to you, is the Executive Order 10, which relates to judicial autonomy, as you know. And let me state for the record that governors all over Nigeria are for judicial autonomy. The point of contention or the focus has been the modalities of implementation especially given the level of endowment from state to state. And I've had cause to meet with the Chief Justice of Nigeria over this on behalf of governors, and I'm also meeting the President of the Court of Appeal on it, and there's a committee comprising of governors as well as the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation, working out the modalities in a way that would be mutually acceptable to both government and the judicial bench. So really, I want to say that for us, we consider that a very, very critical component of our democratic process, and we should do everything within our own powers as governors to ensure that this happens. And as you may also be aware, some of our states are already implementing judicial autonomy to a large extent. I'm yet to meet the new leadership of our 3 bars in Ekiti, but I heard you introducing them, and I really want to congratulate them on their elections. I worked with their predecessors, and I continue to look forward to constructive engagement with the leaders of the bar here in our state, because the charity must begin at home. Matters of justice sector reform matters that are very dear to our heart in Ekiti, and it is something that we believe without working with the leaders of the bar, it would be an exercise in futility. An aspect of it that is very, very dear to us in the state, and which would be the leader across the country, is gender-based violence. For us in APC, we consider this a sore point, a huge crime against humanity, and one that we believe all of our governors should also be active in. So, to this extent, the Nigerian Governors Forum declared a state of emergency on gender-based violence, and we've been working with lawyers, with the police on what does this really mean. One, for us, it means all states must enact or domesticate the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act. It means enforcement at an effective level of the provisions of the VAPP Act. It means empowerment to our girls and women. Because it's no use, you can have all the laws. If power relations continue to be lopsided against women, the privileges of patriarchy would always make it easy and make women susceptible to manipulation of all sorts. So if you don't empower girls by ensuring that they're kept in schools when they should be in school, and they're supported when they're out of school, you would always have power relation dynamics determining what happens between boys and girls. And it also means providing the survivor support. We have the Sexual Assault Referral Center here in this state. We also have a shelter for women who have encountered domestic violence. And we feel that that's something that should be applicable across in the state. We also have a support mechanism for the police so that they're able to take this on a lot more actively. And we believe the NBA is positioned properly to also be front and center at the leadership of this. I should also like to mention that for us here in Ekiti, I'm glad you said you received the support of our lawyers. I hope this would also mean that you put them in more active positions in the NBA committees and NBA processes so that the Ekiti lawyers too are in a position to move forward and become another Olivia Pata some years down the line. If we don't get it now, it doesn't mean we won't get it in future, and we'll continue to support our own lawyers to vie for MBA leadership. So I think it's an area, I hope it's an area you will consider. And I also hope it's an opportunity to have more senior lawyers from APT in the body of benches. So for us, it's absolutely important that we already have a good track record. I mean, if I talk about lawyers from here, you know, Chief SPI Tibale is from here, Wadalani Pekun is from here. I can go on and on. One of your trustees, Fayemi is from here. So we have a long history of producing excellent lawyers. And we're not short of lawyers that can serve in very critical positions in the NBA and in various other bodies in the country. And I hope, using your position, if, as I'm sure we'll always have, our lawyers applying for SILK, that you would support that process and encourage and ensure more APT lawyers become senior advocates in the next round and during your tenure as